you've been searching for a brand new single-story home under $500,000, well, in this video, I'm going to be taking you through a brand new home community by Desert Wind in the Sun Valley area. This is a beautiful 4-bedroom single-story home at 1,704 square feet, and this is the Plan 3 with 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and a 2-car garage with the option to upgrade to a 3-car garage option. If you're new to the channel, my name is David Tully and I'm your go-to resource for Reno, Sparks, and Northern Nevada real estate information. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to Northern Nevada, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. You're probably wondering where this community is located, and it's located in the Sun Valley area. Overall, I wouldn't say there are too many amenities. There is some grocery stores and some shopping directly in the Sun Valley area, but they are much smaller. The nice thing about this Sun Valley community is that I would say it's very convenient to the Sparks, Nevada area. I would say you can get to the Walmart off of Pyramid in about 12 to 13 minutes, and that entire area has everything you need, including Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Best Buy, and even more, only about 12 to 13 minutes away. All right, today we are going to be touring the Plan 3 by Desert Wind in Sun Valley at their Mesa View community. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with a 2-car garage as a standard option, with the option to upgrade to a 3-car garage. This is a 1,704 square foot home, and the base price starts right around $477,000. All right, so right as you make your way through the main entryway, you can see a nice neutral LVP flooring here. And what you're gonna see over here to the right is their standard baseboard option, which is, I believe, 3¼ or 3½ inch baseboards. And if you do wanna upgrade to the, the 5¼ inch baseboards, which I recommend, you certainly can in their design center. But it's just going to depend on where they're at in the building process, because they're obviously going to spec these houses out to eventually complete them. Right over here is going to be your standard knockdown texture, which is a basic standard option with almost any builder in town. Right over here, this is actually set up right now as an office or a den, which is actually a really, really good size. I would say it's at least 12 feet deep that way and maybe 10 feet this way. So overall, it's a fairly good sized room, but this is currently set up as an office or den. The standard option is actually a bedroom. So this would be the 4th bedroom. It is actually an upgrade to make it into this den or office area. And then if you were to have this as a bedroom, you would obviously lose probably a couple feet over there across for the closet. But overall, a very good option if you only need 3 bedrooms and you would like a nice size office. So over here, you got some nice neutral LVP flooring. So they do have carpet over here as a standard option, but you can certainly upgrade to LVP if you'd like. Also, they picked a really nice quartz countertop here. The standard countertop in the community, if you're building, is going to be granite, which is also pretty standard with most builders in town. I would imagine these cabinets are also an upgrade. These look like 42-inch cabinets, which look really nice. And you also have a nice backsplash here that was also upgraded. Does come with gas appliances, a microwave, and a dishwasher. But one thing to budget for when buying any brand new construction home is going to be your window coverings, your refrigerator, and your washer and dryer. Right over here is going to be a good sized pantry. You got plenty of cabinet space here. This is the coat closet. It's a pretty standard setup. And you got 9-foot ceilings here. Got a nice thermostat. Looks like a nice Honeywell that you can connect to your phone and control. Over here is going to be the sales office. Right here is going to be the laundry area. And then let's see if they're having it set up as gas or electric. Looks like they have a gas line and an electric, but this is a model home, so I can't guarantee that they offer both. I will confirm and let you know. Just down the hall over here, it's going to be your first secondary bathroom. The standard countertops for the bathrooms in most builders, and this one is going to be a Pietrofina countertop. These cabinets are definitely going to be an upgrade, which is a really nice touch. It's also a different color than the kitchen. And then over here might be a standard option because it looks like a 12 by 12 tile. But overall, very nice. Really good sized bathroom for a secondary full bathroom. You got your toilet area here, and then you have a tub shower insert. This looks like a standard option. You know, it is one of those inserts, but it's very durable and very, very easy to maintain. And actually, before I take you through the other rooms, let's actually take you through the great room again and show you the backyard. So right here, you got a ton of space for your couch, TV, a nice media console there. And you still got plenty of room, whether you want, you know, a circular, square, or even a rectangular dining table. You got still a nice size dining area. I personally have an LVP throughout my entire home, which is very, very similar to this. And I have it through my entire home except in the bedrooms. I actually prefer having carpet in the bedrooms. And then back here, so every builder in town does not landscape your backyard. So this is just to give you an idea of what you can do. So this is a pretty cool yard, and you know, most homes in this community average about 7,000 square foot lots if you don't want a lot premium. And then yes, you will eventually have a fence in between these homes. Just because these are models, there is no fence. And this is a really good size yard. Really nice community up here. So as you can see, you got plenty of room for grass. Put some artificial turf there if you'd like. Put some pavers. And then over here, so you have a stucco exterior. And then you have a composition shingle roof. And then, so unlike other builders in town, a lot of builders are, you know, putting houses that are right on top of each other with 4,000 to 5,000, 6,000 square foot lots. The homes average about 7,000 square feet here. And you can even buy some homes across the street with some views or even bigger lots at about half an acre. Those half-acre lots are anywhere from about $25,000 to $35,000 for the lot premium. So overall, this is a pretty nice community. Let's head on back in and take you through the other bedrooms and the primary bedroom. Looks like they have some lights out here as well, but you can actually upgrade quite a few things in this home. You can move some walls around. You can change bedrooms into offices, change some electrical, upgrade the countertops, the flooring, the backsplash, the cabinets, which is a really nice touch because not every builder allows you to upgrade a ton of things. Once again, you have that same LVP flooring throughout the entire hallway and the great room. Right here is going to be your first secondary bedroom if you end up turning that front area into an office. As you can see, they do have carpet in these bedrooms. This is probably closer to a 10 by 10 room. I feel like this dresser is a little big. It's a little tight for this area. And this looks like a queen size bed. Yeah, that's not a king, that's a queen size bed. But queen size bed, you got two end tables. Still fits quite nicely, and I do like the lower profile bed. It's just, I think it's a little tight with this dresser. I think it'd be better with just, you know, a TV on the wall or art piece, and you still got room for an accent chair there. And over here, you have a standard closet setup. And then one thing to keep in mind when we're in that backyard, that's probably going to be your biggest expense other than, you know, actually purchasing the home, such as your down payment and closing costs. So over here is your other secondary bedroom. It does feel quite a bit bigger because you got a much smaller bed, but I think it is just slightly bigger because you have a little more space at this entryway. Pretty small bed there, but could be nice for a kid or even a guest bedroom. Of course, you got dual pane vinyl windows. Here's another view of the room. Then you have a standard closet here. Last but not least, we got the primary bedroom. Same thing, you got carpet in all the bedrooms, which I actually prefer. That's interesting. This is actually a very good sized room, but I don't think this is a king size bed, which I think it looks a little odd, honestly. But this is a queen size bed with two end tables. As you can see, you have plenty of room here to put in a king size bed, but I mean, it does look really nice. Love the way they designed these things. Over here, got the walk-in closet, which is still a fairly good size. Probably not enough space for me. My wife would probably kick me out of here. And then if you're wondering, the attic access is gonna be in this primary bedroom closet. Here's another view of the primary bedroom. Still got plenty of room here for a dresser. I'd probably go with one that's a little more low profile, and a little bit wider because I like putting a TV up there, but that's me. And you still got plenty of room for more decorations and mirrors on the wall. Let's take a look at the primary bath. So I'm gonna guess that this is probably a standard tile just because it's a 12 by 12, but we can definitely confirm that. Over here, you got dual vanities. Once again, the standard countertop in these homes are gonna be Pedrofina countertops, and then usually matte black in any builder is an upgrade, so keep that in mind. They usually come with like either a chrome or a brushed nickel faucet, so keep that in mind there. Once again, these are upgraded cabinets, and my guess is standard tile here. Got your toilet area. Assuming it's a linen closet. Got a linen closet right here. Then you have a walk-in shower. So unfortunately, if you do want a tub in the primary bathroom, there is no option for that, or they don't have it. And then this isn't a Pedrofina surround, this is one of those inserts. But like I said, very, very easy to maintain. I don't even think you have to caulk a lot of these, but it just depends. Is there caulking around here? Yeah, these inserts, most of them don't even have areas to caulk. So like I said, it makes it very, very easy to take care of. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Plan 3 at the Mesa View community by Desert Wind in the Sun Valley area. This is a 4-bedroom home with 2 full bathrooms at 1,704 square feet, and it's priced right around $477,000 for the base price. This is one of the best value single stories in the Northern Nevada area. You're probably wondering what Desert Winds offers at this specific community, and they're currently offering up to 4% towards your closing costs, but this depends on your loan type, and this is for financing with a loan. So you're probably wondering about the HOA, and the HOA here is $199 a month, which comes out to about $66 a month. And if you have any questions or comments about this specific home or community, please leave them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to help. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to the Northern Nevada area, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. And if you want to learn more about Reno, Sparks, or brand new home construction in the area, check out some of my other videos.